It is time to try out Escape Welt's Pyramid Quest, or Quest Pyramide. And here it is in its box, looking rather lovely. It's meant to take approximately 60 minutes. The objective is to plunder Egyptian wisdom. Sounds pretty awesome. Let's have a look. Wow, this is huge. Look at this thing. The number of layers on that with symbols on various of them. This is very cool. The rules of the game. Start the puzzle adventure on the bottom of the pyramid. There you will find a numbering of all puzzles that have to be solved. If you get stuck, scan the QR code. After solving all the puzzles, the top of the pyramid must open and the lost burial chamber come to fore. Wow, okay, that's exciting. There's a story here. You can pause to read it if you like. Some important things. Do not open pyramid by force. All parts can be easily removed. No long puzzling is necessary because all combinations can be mastered with logic. Ah, that's a relief. Alright, so let's start the timer and see what happens. So I'm going to start on the bottom, but I just noticed these layers being out of alignment with each other. Maybe that's intentional. Let's have a look. What have we got? So this wheel here turns, does it? Yeah, and it puts some symbols in there. I guess that will do something for me. And then we have this set of symbols here, plus this, some sums. We have this is a number 4, a number 3, a number 2, and a number 1. Oh, I see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 puzzles, I guess. So we start with this. What does this mean? So we have this sort of bridge-shaped thing, and then I think is that the Eye of Horus? I feel like, I don't know. Does that eye appear anywhere else on here? No, I don't think it was in this wheel either. I mean, I'm guessing these are independent, given the 1, 2, 3, 4, but just to be on the safe side. All right, so if I look on here. What am I seeing? We've got these dots that work their way through, but I guess, yeah, that's for number 4. There's a bunch of pieces with arrows on, which, interesting. So some of them already, oh, they do slide up and down. That was just a bit stuck, yeah. So these slide to various positions. Oh, so maybe I've got to find these 4 digits, perhaps. There's also a bit of a symbol on there. I think that's going to come out. I feel like, do I turn these layers? If I do, they're very stiff. Can't quite tell if they're meant to turn or not. Oh yeah, this one definitely turns. Oh yeah. Alright, so I can see bits of pictures along here, and I'm guessing I'm going to line these up so that they make something consistent. And presumably it's something to do with this Eye of Horus with a 3-pointed sort of hexagonal bridge thing. It's definitely something that rattles in there, although it stopped rattling now. Okay. So what have we got? Well, this looks like it lines up with this. So that looks about right, and that looks about right. And then what goes on the end of this A-shaped thing? I think it's the one on the other side. So, don't know, maybe that's not right actually. That definitely isn't right. So look, we've got one thing here and one thing here, and this has one sort of output, and this has one shape. So it's this way, or it's 180 degrees from this. So this looks probably right. And then what does that tell us? So this is like, I think this is a person, or possibly a cat, but it's sitting in a very human posture, but with a bit like a cat's head. And then, I mean, like a letter A, I think. But something like a letter A, but with something like a bird's head. Here we have a sort of three-pronged fork, something like that. Oh yeah, this definitely looks right. Okay, good. So that must be right, because this is definitely right. Because this is a bird, and then, I don't know, a hammer or a thorn or something. And then over here we've got, I don't know, 3 shapes. I can sort of see the relations between them. This one's like a squashed version of that, and then this one is kind of 2 versions of that joined together. But I've also just noticed this has an up arrow on it. Do I just pull? I guess I'm going to pull on that once these are set to the right combination, right? Interesting. And then there's these arrows working their way around here, and these pieces, in each case just past the arrow we have a piece on the layer below that looks like it's got a bit of a number 4 on it, maybe. And then this piece here, which in each case, or at least in this case, is a kind of a different colour. Looks like it doesn't quite belong on its layer. Oh, and then this piece is definitely... Right, so this pattern, I think, is this, isn't it? So somehow this wants to be pulled out, maybe? No, doesn't feel like it does. Unless... no, these aren't going to help. Oh, but this is interesting, because this and this are the pictures we have on the other side. Oh, and that one, and that one. So we have these 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures are what we're making on here. And the ones that are missing are the bug, the pair of arrows, the spiral, and then the sort of person on their own without a letter A behind them. Quite know what to do with that. Where was that piece? Oh yeah, this piece here. I really want it to just come out, but oh, it does a little bit. Can you see that? Yeah, it just pops out like a millimetre, but then something's holding it in place, obviously. Either that or it's just too much friction. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's that internal piece moving around again. Does this layer move? Oh. See, I can't help noticing that these arrows go round in this clockwise direction, and it feels like this layer could potentially move in a clockwise direction. But it really wants to bring the layer above with it. Maybe that's okay, I don't know. I don't think so though, because... oh, maybe it's this layer, no? Or maybe it's this whole thing. No. So I noticed that just by turning this layer a little bit clockwise, I've exposed a bit more on this piece, and there's a sort of a hole in it. If I had a fingernail, I could stick a fingernail in there and maybe pull it out. I wonder if that's the idea. Same here, yeah. That does not want to come out though. Yeah, they're all 4 the same. They all have... oh, and this piece has a shape on it as well. Is that the case here as well? Yeah. In each case, underneath the arrow, the piece also has a little bit of a shape on it. This is thoroughly intriguing. Just wondering if there's anything else that is meant to just come out quickly and easily. It feels like this one should be the most, but it does not want to move, that's for sure. But I'm guessing that's being held in place by these, yeah. Oh, does that mean I push down on that piece? I've been trying to pull it out. Oh, haha. That was more obvious than I realised. Okay. So now what's that telling me? That shape is that shape, but with a dashed line down the middle of it. I don't want to push it back in again. Well, maybe I have to though. But will I get this piece back out again if I do? So I wonder if there's going to be another piece. So you push down on that, and then there's the Eye of Horus. Maybe that's separate from this. No, I don't think so though. I think this is all one piece, and I think this is one piece. And I think this is one piece, and this is one piece. So push down on that, and then Eye of Horus. But what I get is this sort of mirrored thing. I mean, this dashed line is like showing me the symmetry. Oh, I don't know if this is... Oh, yeah, so I just can't help noticing something, which is that this three here is written in the same way as this, exactly the same. If you turn this upside down, because you get a horizontal flat piece, and then it's angled, and then flat, and then angled again. And that is making me think of the old puzzles where you draw a line down the middle, yeah, and we get all sorts of numbers. So let's take a look at this. So this first one is 3. Oops. First puzzle, find a pen that works. 3 minus 1 is 2. I think that's meant to be a 1, European style. This is something plus 4, but what is this? Doesn't really look like a number to me. Oh, it's 6, sorry. I'm being dense. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10, wow. I'm surprised there's a 10. This one is 5 minus... what is that number? 2, I guess? And then this one is 7 plus 1 again is 8. So we've got 2, 10, 3 and 8. Oh, right. That's, I think we do have a 10 on here, don't we? Well, we have a 0, so 0 must be 10. So let's try that. 2, 0, 3 and 8. So does this now come up? Yeah. Okay, look at that. There's a little key. I don't think anything else will happen here. So the next, if that was number 2, then the next thing is this one, number 3. Which I think I've done. I think this is done. So I think we can move on to number 4 actually now. Oh, and that's this. So what is the idea here? To be honest, I'm thinking there's not very many of these, so maybe I just try them all and try and lift the top off in each one, but what does it mean? We've got these shapes. This can't be the end though, because I haven't done anything with these patterns or this piece. The idea of this was just to show me the symmetry, perhaps? Oh, but the arrow means push it back in, is that right? Ooh, ooh. Oh, I see. So now that these arrows are in the right place, these layers move? Is that the idea? And what am I seeing? Pull this out? Oh, wow. Look at this. Good grief. It's the same pattern in each case, right? Yeah. Oh. Is this going to work like a safe dial? These are the shapes. I think we see these shapes sort of broken up on the other side, so let's just write these out. So we've got boom, like that, and then a sort of an eye shape, a semicircle with a rod and a square, kind of a C shape, and then that thing. Okay, do go back. Okay, so yeah, it is these two layers that move together. But on here, yeah. So what's this? This, for example, is this piece. I know it doesn't really look like it, but it is. This is the top half, and then this is the bottom part. Then we get the eye. What does it mean? This is giving us an ordering. Then we get this one. So which would be first? Is there some way of deciding what comes first? Oh. Okay, so there's a notch here. Oh. So what I think we've got to do, just noticing this sort of brackety shape here. Oh right, I see. So we're picking the right shape. Oh, that's interesting, it doesn't go back. Oh, it does, okay. We're picking the right shape to go into this sort of container for each of the four, somehow. This will definitely get stuck there, but anyway. So is this somehow going to tell me the order? I don't know how. So there's this one. Oh wait, that's... I don't think this one appears, so is this the starting point then? That's this, is it? I also wonder what happens to the three shapes here that weren't on the other side, like the bug. And there's also this. Okay, this is this one here. So we do have this one. So let's call this position A. I don't know why, but let's do it. And as we go clockwise, we get, this is position B. All right, so just following it around. No, now we get this one in position C. Then we get this one in position D. Then we get this one in position E. And then this one is position F. And then what? Then we get two more shapes. So if we follow the patterning that we've got here, this one gets turned upside down and goes on top, and this one is sort of as if it were down here. Okay, so that gets turned upside down and goes on top. So that's either that or that, depending on how we turn it. And then underneath it is something like this. It must be this, surely. Yeah, I call it F. So the mirroring, it's oh no, that's not the case. Okay. Oh, I'm confusing myself here, but there's something wrong here. Oh yeah, okay, so instead of turning it around, instead of turning it upside down, you just mirror it in this one. I feel like that makes this one wrong. It's upside down, but okay. But let's see, so that means actually, yes, this does give us this exact shape. It basically is that. Okay, so then we mirror this, which does nothing. It's just that. and then that goes underneath it, which is, well, it's hard to see all of it in there actually. Kind of want to pull it out. The same with the bottom of that, but what we can see is a line like this, a line like this, and there's something which goes in that. So this is that spiral. So that's that shape. So the G position is something like a spiral, or an E, I guess. And then what's in the H position? The H position is this, which is that, which I don't think I've seen anywhere. Don't know what to think of that. And then we get back to the beginning. So when you get 2 extras in here, let's see how that tells me what to do with the ordering here. Well, I could try just reorganizing these into A, B, C, D. Let's try that. So if we go, so that would be, let's say this one should be A, I guess, the first one. So then we're going to go like that. This one is this one. This one is this one. And then this one is the sort of eye-shaped piece. And then what? Oh, is this coming out? Oh, I think I must be close. Hang on, if I just reset these to sort of random positions, just see if this is still feeling loose. Oh, it is, yeah, okay. No, actually it isn't as loose. Oh yeah, that is definitely right. I'm pretty confident that one's right because it became a lot looser when I got that there. And then this one, well, maybe it can't be. See inside there. So this, I mean, if it's working in a very simple way, then this piece is in the right place because that side is very free. I think it, well, they all seem to be free. Maybe it's this one that's the least free actually. Pretty sure I can see how this is working. So this is actually blocking whatever's holding this piece in place. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I don't understand what the symbolism was that was intended to get me to the symbols that I ended up on, but the symbols I ended up on were, let's see, so I think this was the top up here, right? So, oh no, this is the top, sorry. So at the top we've got this one, so that's our number 1 position. Here we've got the eyeball, the number 2 position. Here we've got the, oh, this is just a plain oval. Which I guess is this one. It's not quite, and then this one's the 4th one. I don't understand why, but let's see, what have we got? It looks like we've got a jigsaw puzzle. That's quite exciting. Put another piece there. It's a stand, I guess. It says we don't stop playing. Oh yes, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. By George Bernard Shaw. Yeah, absolutely. I like that quote, and it comes with a little sign, a little stand for the sign. Okay, so aside from the fact that I ended up using trial and error and sort of feeling for the effects on the very last step, that all makes sense. I wish I understood the last step. I don't know why. Alright, so there we go. It was 27 minutes, less than the 60 that they said. I'd say as these kind of puzzle boxes go, this was a lot easier than some that I've seen. It was a bit more logical perhaps than some that I've seen as well. I don't understand the final step properly, so you could consider that cheating perhaps. It's a really nice solid build, and I love the fact that it's built on all these layers, because that gives you all of these sort of red herrings about where interesting things might be. But I actually think they did a really nice job of building the mechanism into the layers of the puzzle. So yeah, I really recommend this one. I think it's probably one of the best of the Escape Felt box puzzles that I've done. But as I say, perhaps not as hard as some of them, so you have to take that into account. So there we go. If you want to see me solving other interesting puzzles, check out this here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.